out of nursery school if they were being read a book that featured images of men in bondage, amongst other bits and bobs. That's the decision that some parents in Hull faced when their child had a book called Grandad's Pride, which was written and illustrated by Harry Woodgate, and it was read to them in preschool. So the book contains images of partially naked men wearing what appeared to be leather straps, spiked dog collars, and others who'd undergone apparently top surgery, which is the removal or reconstruction of breast tissue, and people who transition genders. So when the parents complained that the pictures were inappropriate, staff at Genesis Preschool said that the children would just think that the images portray people dressing up. So is this really the kind of thing that kids should be reading in school? And is this the best way to teach them about all sorts of different things, the pride community, etc.? Or is it actually the kind of thing that will help to flourish and nurture a new generation? Joining me now is LGBT children's author and drag artist Sab Samuels. Thank you very, very much for joining me. Hello, all right. So, look, there is obviously a lot of hoo-ha about this particular book. Now, can I ask, like, why do you think four-year-olds should be looking at this?
So, I mean, you've made two things going on here. You've asked me if a four-year-old should be reading this book and whether or not you think four-year-olds should be looking at bondage gear. I don't know who's told you that what you've seen, the image, you can bring it up if you like, is bondage gear, but it's not. I don't think leather or that kind of stuff that we're talking about here right now on the book is actually considered traditional.
Just carry on. Can we remove the strap of that?
I think it's called. I mean, I don't know if you have a little bit of LGBTQ history here, but the leather bikers of post-World War I, which were...
I am going to just interject, Sab, because I think we might be guilty of splitting hairs here, mate, because that, I think, for many people, is regarded as bondage gear for other people.
You know, the Harley-Davidson bikers of the post-World War I era are what we deemed at that time.
So should a four-year-old be looking... So, OK, so
the concept of what we deemed masculine back then got slightly overturned by the LGBTQ community. We actually adopted the concept of the leather biker on the Harley-Davidson as a protest to what we deemed.
How many bikers on Harley-Davidsons did wear leather knickers, though? That's the thing.
Feminist. Does a gay man always have to be this kind of glittery person? No, they don't, and that's what this is alluring to, you know?
I don't think it's necessarily an issue of... Yeah, I don't think it's necessarily an issue of children not being taught at all in any way, shape or form about same-sex relationships or that love can take all many different forms. I think it is whether or not a four-year-old should be looking at a grandpa in knickers with some spiky little collars on, kissing another man and some mastectomy scars as well.
Well, I mean, would you have a problem with the same thing with the leather bikers on the back of bikes of Harley-Davidsons? Because this is what it's referring to. Oh. There's an LGBTQ contextual history that maybe you're not wanting to listen to what I'm saying here. You've got me up to talk about it.
I am listening to what you're saying. No, Amy, both
hasn't read the book. I'm here to save you. I am here to save you because they say.
Guys, can we just actually hang on a minute?
No,
the format's this show.
It's too important.
Sam, I've got to be honest. I've got to be honest with you, right? I really do think we are splitting hairs here. It is a question of whether or not children of the age of 4 should really be taught about anything sexualised. So you can even forget whether it's LGBTQ. You can even forget.
Do you find it sexy? Is that what you're saying? Are you finding the content of the kids' book sexy?
But it's overtly sexualised, isn't it, Sab? It's overtly sexualised. You've got men kissing each other. You've got that going on.
Men kissing each other is overtly sexual. Is that what you're saying?
Right, OK, I actually can't hear you because my panel are annoying the living hell out of me by shouting over you. So, Sab, unfortunately...
Are you saying that two men kissing each other is overtly sexual?
Well, it is, it is overtly sexual.
Yeah. So whenever me and my partner are walking through the park and I see a specific type of bird that, without context, reminds me of my partner and I kiss him because I see a bird that reminds me of my partner. Don't ask. Are you saying that I'm being overtly sexual in the park?
To be honest with you, Sab, I've got absolutely no idea what it is you're talking about. So, and we are a bit pressed for time. So I'm going to leave it there. All right, Sab. No, I've had enough about birds in parks. Does anyone else get that?
Excuse me.
I didn't get that.
I have to.
Right, now, my incredibly annoying panel are going to talk at you for a minute. Amy Nicole, go on.
Thank you.
Right.
You've given Sab an impossible task there, because that book's content is not about sex and it's not about bondage. It is a lovely story about a man who lost his husband. It is a story about love and relationships. It has you can do a Where's Wally search, it would feel like Where's Wally.
And it has an image in it, though, doesn't it?
But they say don't judge a book by its cover, but you're showing the wrong cover. This is the cover.
Right, but the book that the parents pulled the kids out of the school, out of it, had that image in it.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it did.
It's the American
because
version.
The parents, excuse me, well, that was the book that was on offer in that school. Because
That's the picture. That's the picture.
That is why the parents pulled it out of that school.
That's the picture there. This tiny background image. It's like, where's Wally? Trying to find it. There's not the word...
But it is in there, isn't it?
There is not the word bondage.
Yet
there
again,
is not the word
we are
sex.
splitting hairs.
There is nothing inappropriate in that book.
Why should parents of 4-year-old kids be finding that... Well, they are. It's in the book.
It's not in the book.
Has everyone gone mental tonight?
Sab hasn't read it.
Has everyone gone absolutely bonkers? You're saying it's not in the book. You've pointed it out in the book. It's there in the book. We can all see it.
There is no reference to sex. There is no reference to bondage.
There is a massive rainbow and trans flag on the front cover.
It is the most homophobic trope possible to define homosexuality in terms of sex. That is truly...
Do 4-year-olds need to have this in their lives?
That might be their grandpa. That might be them one day. They deserve to see all types of families represented, and this is a beautiful story. And I suggest anyone critiquing it reads the book by Harry Woodgate. Because it's a gorgeous book. In fact, I'm going to give it to you, and you can read it when you get home.
OK, thank you very, very much. I will give it to a 4-year-old.
No, the book you presented is not that book.
Thank you, John.
That is the essence. The book you presented is something I want to see. Whoa.
No one wants to
see. I wouldn't want to see any 4-year-old see the book that you presented. But that's in America. This is the British book. That's the difference. Our young children are not seeing the book.
Our young children are looking at pictures, right?
Go on, you find one.
On top of everything else. Well, it's there. You say, go on, find one. You've all gone absolutely bonkers. It's right there. Right? Why on earth would a 4-year-old need to know about things like it's OK to say gay, trans rights now?
What's wrong with saying gay?
For 4 years old, does a 4-year-old need to be reading content like this? That's my question.
Oh, yeah. The thing is, but the way you present it, it's not your fault. It's your producers who gave you all this rubbish. But the fact is, you've got a book which is from America.
Right, Jerry, there's a couple of things at play here. The picture that we have shown on this show is in this book.
Where is
it? It isn't.
Show it to us.
And you're presenting it to us.
Show it to us.
You've just held it up. I am now literally out of time because you two have been annoying.